You kind of have this feeling where if I fuck up and I don't do it, it doesn't matter. I could always maybe go home or move to somewhere else. There's something strange about Berlin. You don't just move here for a job. Sometimes you move here to start again. You meet people here who are changing careers, they've quit jobs, they've broke up in a relationship, they want to do something a little bit more creative sometimes, and I think this city draws people in still who want to be creative. A lot of people I've met here have moved here for the music scene. It's part of the culture here, and it's one of the main things that I think sort of drew me to move to this city. I left home at 16, joined the military, left after 5 years, lived at home. I was like itchy feet, always wanted to move away, and I had one special trip to Berlin and I thought, I would love to live here one day. But then I ended up getting back into an old relationship. We ended up going traveling, and it was amazing because it led me to where I am today. And I believe that there is always a path and you should always try and follow it instinctively more than through force. I traveled Asia for 6 months and then I ended up in Australia to stay for 1 year, ended up staying for 6. There was just something missing about Australia though that I just needed back in Europe. The culture, the food, close to family also, but it was the music scene. I missed that feeling I had when I was in Berlin that time. I've always tried to keep myself fit and active, but I lost my way a bit with it in Australia. I worked in construction and I got quite unhealthy, if I'm honest, in my 30s. I moved to Berlin at 34, changed career to be a barber. I thought it was a great job to network and meet people in the city. And it's opened up some amazing opportunities. I've met some of the most interesting people and I know people in all different walks of life. This place is full of people who are always trying to do something creative, exciting, and I feel like being a barber, you're right in the middle of that. And I wanted to be able to help people and connect with people through cutting hair. So through my time after being here, I got into fitness. But if I'm honest, I lost my way a little bit when I first moved here. I started getting bad habits, going out partying a little bit too much, even started smoking again when I was going out, put on weight, and I lost my routine. I just turned 40 and about 1.5 years ago I decided, you know what, enough's enough. I need to look after my fitness. I need to be able to be healthy for longer because if I do want to have a family in the future, I don't want to be fucked when I get older, you know what I'm trying to say? And I heard this silly fact that if you have a beer belly when you're 40, it's really difficult to get rid of. So I definitely didn't want to have that. I think I heard that when I was like 18 and it's just stuck in my head. So 1.5 years ago, after I've been partying for a while in Berlin, I realized, do you know what, this city offers a lot more. It's not just a place to party. There's run clubs, there's fitness stuff, there's communities, there's men's mental health stuff. There's all these things that's hidden in this city and it's not just a party place anymore. This is why it's an exciting place to be for me now. Yes, I love to party. Yes, I love to go to Berghain and these clubs and stuff like that. But I like to do it in moderation. And the main key thing now, what I live here for, is my health and my fitness. And I helped guys have nice haircuts. And now my mission is to help guys get fit and healthy, whether you're in Berlin or other parts of the world. I got a personal trainer last year and he changed my life. It was an online coach. I worked with him solid for 6 months and it just inspired me. It inspired me to do my own personal training license. I got qualified, I did my level 2, level 3, I've done a qualification in nutrition, and now I've slowly started to help my own customers, clients, friends, all get into shape, and it's a real nice feeling to be able to help men who are like, you know, close to my age, over 30. Maybe you've lost your way a little bit with health and fitness, but maybe you want to find that balance. You want to find that balance between being able to go out and party and look after yourself as well. Let's be honest, we all want to be healthy, but we all love to go out, socialize, have fun, especially if you're living in a place like Berlin where the nightlife is, you know, part of the culture here. But it's part of the culture everywhere is nightlife, I think. There's just something special about the nightlife here in Berlin. It still excites me at 40 years old and I want to be able to do it continuously. Sometimes people can feel stuck where they are in life, and I think that moving to a new place helps you to reinvent yourself, helps you to take on new challenges and prove to yourself that you can do something else. You kind of have this feeling where if I fuck up and I don't do it, it doesn't matter. I could always maybe go home or move to somewhere else. kind of brings on a fearlessness, and I realize that Berlin is the perfect place for me to be able to try these challenges and push myself into places that I would have never felt comfortable doing if I'd stayed in my hometown, for instance. Maybe that's because I felt a bit of a coward in my hometown. Maybe I felt like I couldn't do it. I was shy there. I had to move to somewhere else to get out of my shell. Berlin's helped me do that. It's helped many artists along the years to do that, you know, Iggy Pop, David Bowie, all these famous people lived in Berlin. It's got so much history, and growing up listening to David Bowie with my dad a lot was a big inspiration to me, and some of the quotes he says are stuck in my head. I had a big poster of him on my wall, and I feel like that was a part of me wanting to live in Berlin also. This city's got a strange energy. It brings out inspiration, creativity, whether you're 50 years old and want to become a DJ or you want to start a business here. This city is great for startups. It may be difficult at the beginning and the bureaucracy in certain things, but it can be manageable and you can get through it. I started a business 2 years ago with a friend, and we didn't speak very good German either. The business only lasted a year, but it was a good experience. I'll maybe talk about that in a future video. I've met many people here, and they all inspire me and give me an interesting story and perspective on their life. People from all over the world seem to be drawn still to Berlin. They sit in my barber chair, they tell me their story, I'll tell them mine. We make connections together. I also personal train people. I'm meeting so many interesting people who are also now wanting to switch from that party lifestyle to a health and party lifestyle a little bit. You know what I mean. The reality is, I think Berlin is changing. It's becoming more mindful, it's becoming more health conscious. People are becoming more health aware of their bodies and their own mortality. I want to make this message to help others to realise that there is other things and other paths to do along the side of partying, and you can look after your health as well. And Berlin is a great place to move, but you just have to be mindful. You have to be careful when you move here, because addiction is a big part of this city, like it is anywhere, but you can fall into a little bit of a void here. There is a group of people for everybody in this city. You just have to find that right group and make sure it's the right one that's going to be good for your health in the long term. I hope this video inspires you to move to wherever you want to move, whether it's Berlin, whether you want to move to another city in the country you're from to try something new, reinvent yourself, make new connections, maybe get out of bad habits where you already are. Prioritize your health and fitness, because that is the #1 thing in life that you will always need. Your health will always become your main priority at some point in your life, so I think it's a good idea to make it your priority while you can still choose to do that. You don't need a perfect plan, you just need to trust in the universe and realise that things will work itself out. You don't need loads of money to move to a new place. I think when I got to Australia I had about 2,000 euros in my bank, and I stayed there for 6 years. I definitely had a bit more when I moved to Berlin, because if you're leaving Australia with no money, you've done something wrong. I'm not saying any of that money's left though. So stop trying to control everything around your life. Try something new if you want to. Always look after your health and your fitness. We're constant new beginnings in life. We're shedding skin, we're changing cells, we're changing all the time. It's okay to try something new all the time. Maybe Berlin can do that for you. Maybe it can give you that new life. Or maybe it can just give you the chance to build one. I love this city, but actually really what I think about is I love life more, and as cheesy as it sounds, we only have one, so live it to the fucking max, right?